When you do your pigeon stretch at home, you're going to want your leg elevated onto something soft. So most of the time a mattress works the best. If your mattress is really low, you'll probably just have to squat down in order to make it seem higher once you put your leg into position. If your bed is too high for you, so when you put your leg up, you just can't have it there, then have some folded towels ready to go to support your knee. But your setup position when you're on the ground is to try to have your legs straight in front of you. So right now mine's flared a little bit, so I'm gonna square up. So now I've got a nice 90-degree angle between my thigh and myself, and my shin is squared off at that same 90 degrees. So I'm 90-90 is what we call it. So depending on how strong of a stretch this is to you, this might be all that you do. If this is a lot, what you just do is try to get comfortable here. If you lean back, you will soften the stretch, but I just want to get to the point, like say my leg is up here, that I can relax it down, relax it down, relax it down. If it's not down in 5 breaths, put something underneath it so that you can feel that muscle tension let go. And then once you're here, just hanging out here is good for you, but you can do stuff. So the stuff I like to do, first of all, is a hinge. When I hinge, it's very important to recognize that the hinge is my hip joints, and I'm going to hinge like that, not round my back like that. I always put my arms out to the side. Having my arms out, having this kind of visual sense of being square, helps me hinge instead of round. So I'll do it like this. And just go as far as I can and come back. Just like that. I usually do about 5. Then some other things you can do are just simple reaches. So when we do our reaches, I like to pretend that there's an open pipe right here, and I can see the opening, and inside the opening it looks like there's a $100 bill, and I wonder if I can reach it. And so when I reach, notice that I'm not just stabbing my arm out there. I'm reaching. I'm trying to see how far can I get. So when I go back and forth, it's of a deliberate speed, not particularly fast. As I do that, I'm trying to be mindful of staying along a vertical axis, so I'm not like cheating and side bending like that. I might have cheated a little bit, but I'm really trying not to. So again, I'm thinking vertical axis, reach down that line, reach down that line. And then I'll go over the top. When I go over the top, I take one arm and kind of bring it in the plane of my body here towards my ear, and then I take my other arm and I reach in the opposite direction, and then I switch sides. Keep in mind when you do that, you're probably not going to feel more stretch in your butt. You're going to feel stretch probably more above in the torso, but these muscles all interrelate with one another. And if, as long as I've been talking to you and your leg has been here, if that's too long for you, that's fine. Just do the best you can. Over time, you'll get more tolerance to this position. But if it was a lot for you to be here, you're going to be out of this position long before I'm done talking. So just recognize that little by little, you get more tolerance to that. And of course, you switch sides. So again, I would bring my leg up, square my leg to my torso, square my shin to that same line, and here I am. And just like before, if this is a little sketchy for me, breathe and just cycle your breathing really slowly. I'm talking about it quickly, but when you do it, slow everything down and try to make friends with this position. For me, this one is always a little grabbier because this knee has got some history. And so the torque that this knee experiences takes a minute to settle down. There. Now I can feel everything here let go, and then I can go through just like we did before at the reaches and the hinges. So keep in mind that if after a while your leg just never really gets comfortable, put a folded towel or 2 or 3 or whatever you need to get comfortable in that position. But that's how you can get an awful lot out of your pigeon, and we just call them pigeon with reaches.